Hi, my name is Esther, and today I will be going over the LRC 1010 final project. So for this final project, we are supposed to find an underrepresented student population on campus, and we are supposed to describe their characteristics and needs, resources on campus that can help them, how to reach these resources during social distancing, and best tutoring practices and techniques to utilize when working with these students. So the group I will be focusing on is English Second Language Learners, ESL students. So the characteristics and needs of ESL students. They may feel self-conscious, nervous, and confused. They need friends to help them feel comfortable, feel supported, and feel encouraged when speaking English. So how can you help them? Well, as tutors, teachers, professors, or any kind of faculty, we must understand ESL students' background and where they come from. They probably never received the kind of education we received. Therefore, it is important to understand their background in order to determine what kind of education or support we should provide. So what are some resources at Cal Poly Pomona? Well, first is the Learning Resource Center. Next, we have the English Language Institute. And next, we have the Disability Resource Center. As a tutor, I will recommend these resources by explaining the perks of each one. First of all, the Learning Resource Center. Well, it's free. They offer help with writing and help with specific subjects. During social distancing, you can access the Learning Resource Center via Zoom, email, or Blackboard. You can schedule a Zoom appointment to meet with a tutor, or you can email to make an appointment, or you can upload your paper on Blackboard to be reviewed by a tutor. The next is the English Language Institute. The English Language Institute is a great place to check out because it offers ESL students the opportunity to hold conversations with native English speakers. I mean, there's no better way to learn English than to actually speak and listen to English. So during social distancing, you can access the English Language Institute via email. You can find their email on Google, and you can email them to ask them how you can access the English Language Institute during social distancing. Next, we have the Disability Resource Center. The center is great because they offer many different kinds of accommodations, one of them being note-taking. So this is great because you basically have a note taker who can help you take notes during class. And if you can't really catch up with the professor's lecture, that's when a note taker comes in to help alleviate that stress. So it's also great because you can look at the notes later and kind of slowly look through it and see if you missed anything during a lecture. During social distancing, you can access the Disability Resource Center via email. You can find a lot of information such as phone number, email, location on Google, and the other kind of accommodations they have, and you can contact them to see how you can access them during social distancing. So some of the tutoring techniques and practices that I learned through LRC 1010 and just actually tutoring ESL students is patience. So patience is important because I know it can get a little frustrating sometimes, but as we learned in the LRC 1010 class, we need to understand that ESL students have a native language they are fluent in, and that's pretty cool. We shouldn't get frustrated or look down on them just because they are learning English. Next, we can explain the Writing Center's awesome accommodations and sources. For example, Blackboard offers many resources such as grammar help and MLA citation help and many more. So these can kind of help students with writing and they can edit from home. And next is encouraging students. You can encourage students when they get something right. So for example, if they spell this word wrong, but later on they spell it right, you can point that out and be like, wow, good job, you spelled it right here. And that can really make them feel like they feel encouraged and feel like their paper is improving and yeah, that they're doing something right. So that's kind of all I got for the resources that can help them in tutoring techniques and practices and for ESL students. Yeah, thank you for listening.